Hi, my name is Justin. I'm one of the co-founders of Clarity, and today I'm going to be showing you our voting tool that we made for the Cardano Constitutional Convention that was held in Buenos Aires late last year. Uh, Before we get into it, this is just a showcase of how Clarity can use some of our voting capabilities that we've built over the last several years of being involved in recording governance on the blockchain. So this kind of shows how we can take those capabilities and wrap them in a custom tool for a custom business case. So in this case, this was to hold the Cardano Constitutional Convention. So you'll kind of see how we could tailor our tools to fit this need. So you can see here, I'm actually logged in as one of the managers of this constitutional convention, but basically, what happened here was we had 63 workshops all over the world to try to synthesize information and feedback on Cardano's constitution. And each one of these workshops elected a alternate and a delegate. So at the time, we were given each one of these alternate and delegates emails. We were able to onboard them by helping them set up a crypto wallet and collect their identifier, so their wallet address here, and then we were able to manage which one of those voters was active. So, due to the business requirements of this specific use case, only one of the alternate or delegates was active, so we built that capability in. You can see here, this is how the kind of manager would uh, be able to determine which of these voters was active. So you can see mostly the actual delegates active, but one alternate. So looking at the actual vote itself, this is how the tool was used is um, we basically put this poll up to ratify the current version of the Constitution after a lot of debate that happened off of this platform. So once it was to a point that we were happy with, we posted the text here so you can see uh, the actual text that was proposed. And then the voters were actually able to go in and cast their votes. So right now you're kind of seeing the results, but in the live version, the voters on their phone, the delegates were sitting there, and they were able to say yes or no or abstain. And then we collected their signature, which was done on their phone, that identified them as who they were with their wallet. We collected that information and stored it, and then we published those records on chain. So, um, just to show you a little bit of the verifiable records that we collect here, because I think this is the one of the cooler parts. So, for each of these voters, we obviously show who they voted for, but to not put the burden of making sure that we're not manipulating this data as clarity, as clear contracts. Here is the summaries and actual votes that are recorded on chain. So uh, here is the summary that kind of shows what the poll is. So you can see this is the poll that we ran. Here's the result, 95 approved. We had 60 yes votes, 3 no votes, and then it links in this transaction to all of the other transactions that hold the signatures. So now we can also check out each individual signature here. So here we have this wallet. For each wallet that voted, we have the signature that they provided and we collected. So basically, if anybody wants, they can go through and they can audit that this wallet was the actual person who voted on um, this proposal and that they voted in this way. So uh, we have the poll here, we have their vote. So they voted yes. Here's the timestamp. Here's the wallet. Here's the poll name. So we record all this stuff so that, going back, anybody's able to go in and verify that the votes were counted accurately. So this is a super transparent version where everything is out in the open because, in this kind of delegate instance, we want everybody to be able to see who their delegate voted for. So that kind of shows how the blockchain voting system that we've created is able to be used, in this case, for a constitutional convention.